We've got water flowing at Tiana's Bayou Adventure. A recently filed permit gives us an idea about construction happening soon at Disney Springs. Well, actually, demolition at Disney Springs. A brand new snack spot is now open, and more. All the latest theme park news is coming up right now here on DFV Guide. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog, and it's time to talk all things Disney news. Let's get started. The logs are back in the water, y'all. There's vehicle testing at Tiana's. Progress just took a major leap forward over on the Bayou. Tiana's Bayou Adventure will pick up the story of the Princess and the Frog after the final kiss and join Princess Tiana and Louis and a bunch of their friends on that musical adventure as they prepare for their first ever Mardi Gras performance. Now this weekend we actually saw water flowing through the attraction and some vehicle testing. This vehicle testing means that we're much closer to being able to experience Tiana's Bayou Adventure. The ride is projected to open in summer 2024 in Disney World and late 2024 in Disneyland. Now, something that I was interested to see is that they've taken the little Brer Rabbits off of the tops of the logs. So we're going to see what they're going to replace those with. Will it be a frog? Will it be a little crown? Will it be sweet little Ray the Lightning Bug? I don't know. We're going to wait and find out. Now, a permit has been filed for some demolition in Disney Springs. This has been filed for work at the former NBA Experience in Disney Springs Shopping and Dining District. So after the pandemic, this attraction never reopened, and Disney confirmed it was officially closed for good in 2021. The space was briefly home to a Star Wars virtual experience, but other than that, it's mostly remained empty. And a lot of you remember this is where Disney Quest used to be, that big 4-floor video game phenom, right? But 4 years later, it looks like Disney is finally deciding to do something with the NBA Experience building. And with this being such a large space, the opportunities could be endless. The permit is specifically for general construction and demos, so we know at least part of, if not all of the building will undergo some form of demolition. In restaurant and snack news, a brand new snack spot is open in Hollywood Studios. Ice Cold Hydraulics has officially opened in the Grand Avenue / Muppets Courtyard area of the park. We've been keeping an eye on its construction for several months now. We're excited to finally share the full review of the brand new eats. Let's kick things off with the candy painted cinnamon rolls, which are mini cinnamon rolls topped with Coca-Cola infused glaze and candied nuts. They're available for $8.99. They're a snack credit on the Disney dining plan, which is a really good deal at that price. Now they're really cute and you get a decent portion, but ultimately they're a little disappointing. The rolls themselves were pretty dry except in the very middle. The glaze is incredibly sticky and makes it a bit of a challenge to eat it. Now there's a slight smoky flavor to the cinnamon roll for some reason, but we had a hard time finding any hint of the Coca-Cola in the glaze. The nuts added a nice crunch, and there was definitely a good amount of cinnamon and sugar. So did the Bouncin' Mini Churros perform any better? They're also $8.99 and a snack credit, and they're made with churros topped with Coca-Cola and bourbon candied bacon, sriracha aioli, and scallions. Now, the churros themselves are regular cinnamon sugar churros, so you have a very salty, sweet thing going on here. And in our opinion, this is the better snack to get at Ice Cold Hydraulics. The churros themselves were just regular mini churros. However, the toppings made this snack unique. The bacon in particular added a delicious salty sweet element that we thought was really interesting. Now, you definitely get a bit of the Coca-Cola and bourbon flavor coming through there. The scallion flavor was light because they were chopped up really tiny, and the pieces on the top of the stack got more of the toppings. Those first few churros were a little heavy-handed on the aioli, so it might be good to spread some of that sriracha sauce around so you get a little on each bite. It can be overwhelming at first, but it wasn't spicy really at all. Last but not least, let's talk about that Minute Maid lemonade slushie. This is available for $5.79. It's the same slush you can get at a lot of places around the parks. It's got a good balance of tart and sweet and would be refreshing on a hot day. So what do we think of Ice Cold Hydraulics? Well, it's a good place to stop if you need a light snack in the morning or you want something to tide you over midday. We'd certainly go back again to get those mini churros, and both of the new snacks would be great uses of snack credits for the Disney dining plan since they're on the pricier side. But if you're paying out of pocket, you could definitely get a better cinnamon roll for cheaper elsewhere in Disney World, like the delicious one at Gaston's Tavern in Magic Kingdom. Also, if I'm in Hollywood Studios, I'm definitely going to get that carrot cake cookie or a Ronto wrap over these two. So not too long ago, we caught our first taste of beignets in Magic Kingdom for the Celebrate Soulfully release of Eats and Treats. These were exclusive to the Magic Kingdom's Golden Oak Outpost snack stand and were initially teased as only being offered through the celebration during February. However, Disney has confirmed that the timeline is changing. Disney just released the full lineup of treats they're releasing for Women's History Month, which will run throughout March and is, interestingly enough, currently including the beignets listed once again. So these are flaky, bite-sized treats that are served with strawberry dipping sauce and are really more like a croissant than a traditional New Orleans style beignet. These are not kind of handmade in the kitchen either. These come in a big box of frozen little croissant beignets. So we're kind of hoping that Disney changes its mind and decides to bring fresh beignets to Magic Kingdom at some point. So cross your fingers with us. Anyway, these beignets are going to be available during operating hours for Golden Oak Outpost, which typically closes before the park does. So if you're looking to try them out on your next visit, you're going to want to double check the hours before you arrive. The Disney California Adventure Food and Wine Festival is coming up soon, and this festival features food and beverage seminars and demonstrations, as well as special souvenirs and, of course, loads of food booths. But there's another super exciting thing coming to the festival in 2024, and it's one of our favorite Disney World eats. So here's the thing. The California Craft Brews food booth will be offering a new menu item this year, a cheeseburger bao with Thousand Island dressing, grilled onions, pickle, and tomato relish. And if this sounds familiar, that's because this is nearly identical to our beloved cheeseburger pods at Satu'li Canteen in Disney's Animal Kingdom in Disney World. These are steamed cheeseburger pods stuffed with ground beef and ketchup and mustard and pickle and cheddar cheese. There's just one catch about the cheeseburger bao pods being available in Disneyland. Right now, they're only during the festival, which starts on March 1st and runs through April 22nd. So if you've never had the chance to try this delicious snack and have plans to visit Disneyland anytime in that chunk of time, we recommend grabbing them while you can. The iconic Disneyland Easter eggs are back for this season too. These chocolate-covered fudge eggs are hugely popular and often sell out quickly at Candy Palace. We've tried many different flavors of eggs over the years, like chocolate nut and vanilla nut and chocolate cream and black walnut, one of our personal favorites, peanut butter fudge. They're 8 ounces in size, but the fudge inside makes it feel slightly heavier. In 2024, the eggs are only available on mobile order at Candy Palace. No need to stand outside in a long line anymore. You can access mobile order through the Disneyland app. You can only get the eggs on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays from what we've been told by cast members until Easter week. Candy Palace opens at 8 a.m. according to the Disneyland app, but you won't be able to pick the eggs up until the afternoon as of right now. On Thursday, February 22nd, mobile order windows weren't available until 3 p.m. and later. Also, you're going to want to place your order ASAP to make sure you can get an egg during your visit, because like we mentioned, they sell out fast. It's also possible that they could be removed from mobile order if it gets too chaotic, so make sure to ask at Candy Palace if you don't see them listed in the app. So if you're heading to the most magical place on earth this week, then here's what you need to know. The Festival of the Arts is coming to a close. That means Flower and Garden Festival is on its way. Flower and Garden is our annual reminder that spring is just around the corner. This year, the Flower and Garden Festival begins on February 28th, which is next Wednesday. Just like with any festival in Disney World, we will have our team of reporters there on opening day giving you a look at everything the festival has to offer, eating all the food, looking at all the merch. So be sure to follow us on social media at Disney Food Blog to see the food, the topiaries, the entertainment, and more. All right, the spring and summer weather will be here in Orlando before you know it. Next week, we're looking at temperatures of high 70s, low 80s during the day and in the 60s and 50s at night. And for Genie Plus prices, this past holiday weekend, we saw the price jump to $35, but after the weekend, it's been steady in the 20s. Super fans of the former Soarin' attraction's original form, Soarin' over California, have been living in the nostalgic Disney days since it was brought back for Disney's 100th anniversary celebration. But if you're a fan of this version of the attraction, our luck may have run out. We've recently noticed that some of the iconic smells from this version of the ride, mainly the orange grove scent, seem to be kind of spotty over the last several weeks, and this sparked an internal debate among our team of whether this could spell the beginning of the end for the limited time run. Now, Disney has confirmed that Soarin' over California will end on February 27th and will return to Soarin' around the world on the 28th. But good news, the attraction is just moving. The Disney California Adventure Food and Wine Festival begins on March 1st and runs through April 22nd, and in honor of the festival, Soarin' over California returns to the DCA Theater on March 1st. So recently, Disney released a whole new merch collection all about pizza, and we are big fans of it. If you haven't been to the parks lately or don't live close, I've got good news. The pizza collection is now online. In this collection, you can find a Loungefly, a Disney World or Disneyland Spirit jersey, and ears. To see the whole collection, you can click on the link down below. That's it for the news this week. Now, don't forget, you can get all the news every single day through our newsletter. It's completely free. Just head on down and sign up at the link in the description here. We will get you that free newsletter every day, all the info you need to know. And you are always the first people to know the news as well. We always send it out to our newsletter first. But as you know, if you subscribe to the channel here, you're going to get all the most important latest news here on Saturdays every week. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.